All right, welcome to tonight's call. I'm really pumped up for this call. Natasha reached out to me and she's like, I will do the call next week. And I'm like, yes, please do. So I'm just going to piggyback whatever she says and we're just going to go from there. But first, I just have a few announcements that I want to say. For the next 2 weeks, there will be no team calls. So, take that time to enjoy your families, maybe get your workout in, rest, I don't know, whatever you want to do. But then we will be back at it starting January. So just mark that on your calendars. No team calls for the next 2 weeks. And also have a Merry Christmas too, if I don't see you guys. And a New Year's. Happy New Year's. And then another thing, tomorrow night is bingo night. A lot of you maybe saw the post of this, but Natasha and I did this bingo last year and it was so much fun. I mean, it literally only lasted about 20 to 30 minutes, if that. But we had a lot of fun because all these women got on and all these men got on that we didn't even know. And we just played bingo and gave away free prizes and it was just fun. And Natasha actually got a lot of challengers out of that and a lot of coaches out of it. So it was very beneficial. So this year we're doing it tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys want to jump on or whatever, just for fun, you guys can. Then we also have the health bet that is happening. Okay. This is very important, you guys. We are 2 weeks out from hitting January 2017. This is a crucial time to be talking to as many people as possible. You know why? Because so many people are going to be starting gym memberships. They're going to be like, okay, this is not working out for me, but I remember that girl posting on social media, always showing up in her workouts, and then they're going to contact you. Or there's going to be those people that are starting the new year. They want to be healthy, fit, strong. They have those goals of losing 10 to 15 pounds, 30 pounds, whatever it is. And they're going to come to you because they've seen you post. They've seen you be consistent and you reached out to them and you built that conversation with them. All the no's that I want you guys to know that you're getting this month, those no's are going to be yeses for January and February. For me personally, I have been honestly working my tail end off. Yesterday and today, I've just been sending out crazy amount of invites. And guess what? Every single invite I've done is a no. No. I've probably done about 300 invites and all of them are no's because it's Christmas time. They don't have money, whatever it is. But you know what? I still have to push. I'm still going. I still have 2 weeks to hit that success club. And get those people for my health bet challenge. And also the good thing too about the health bet, it's starting January 9th. So you want to make sure that your challengers are ordering their stuff by December 29th, the latest, because it takes that 5 to 7 business days. In Canada, it takes longer for you guys to get the stuff. So you need to start today, like inviting those people ASAP. Let's get rolling, right? So a few things that you can do. I shared a video with you guys. If you have not watched that video, go watch it because she basically gives you scripts on what to do, how to be successful at running this health bet, and so forth. A few things that she talked about is pick 25 people in your friends list. I'm sure many of you are friends with more than 25 people, but pick 25 people maybe that you've already talked to or whatever. Message them, and she gives you a script on what to say. So then also think of your old customers. All your old customers in your Beachbody account are sitting there, right? You can easily go in and pull them up and shoot them a message letting them know about the Beachbody Health Bet Challenge. I did this with last health bet. I messaged everyone, all my customers, and it's super simple, easy to do. You could just send out one big mass email, and you can do it within like 20 minutes. And so go do that because that's going to help, especially if you have those leads that you haven't officially talked to or helped yet that have just come on and purchased something. Reach out to them. So, and then if you do not have a health bet going like a health vet group already created, let me know. I can get you added. Just shoot me your email address and I can get you added in there. We're doing a big team one again. And I love the energy that those team ones bring because it's just like, and it's just so much fun. I just love seeing everybody's fitness journeys as they're going along. So anyways, I'm just going to turn over to Natasha. Natasha is actually one of my coaches. She's been coaching for about 1.5 years now. And I just love Natasha's drive. Honestly, her and her family have gone through so much the past few months, and you know, it hasn't stopped her. It hasn't stopped her. She's hit Success Club 10 every single month. She's still showing up, working her business. And to me, like, that is like major teamwork. So I'm just going to pass it over to her. I know she asks a lot of coaches for any questions or whatever, and she's going to help answer that and do what she does best. So you can take it away.
Thank you so much. Okay, I am super excited. I am going to start by talking about Success Club. So I'm going to talk to you guys about what works for me, and then in hope that it might work for you and that you can get some tips and points with that too, okay? So what I do is that at every beginning of every month, I post every single day a challenge group invite. So on my social media, until I hit my goal, and my personal goal every month is Success Club 10. So every single month, every single day, I will post a challenge group invite post. And so by doing that, there's many ways that you can do it. You know, you want to do variety of your post as well. You don't want to always use the same picture because people are not gonna, they're gonna see it, but they're not gonna read it again the next day because they're gonna see it this day. So you can use Pick Monkey, and then I'll do like a collage. I don't know how you say that in English. And then, so yeah, you can do a post with that, and then just invites, you know, your followers and things like that to your challenge group. You can invite to your challenge group while doing a selfie, you know, like a sweaty selfie of you working out, and then you can, you know, explain why you worked out and things like that, and then incorporate an invite to your challenge group as well. You can do workout videos and say, you know, who wants to join me? Like, I have a Project Me going on, you know, January 2nd, anybody who wants to join me. You can go live, do live videos. Courtney's really good with that too. She actually did one yesterday, I think, or today in her like page, but for her health ed actually. And then, so yeah, so live videos are a really huge hit too. And so you just balance it out. And I do, like I said, one every single day until I reach my goal. And my personal goal is Success Club 10 by the 10th of each month. And so for 10 days, every day, I'll be posting an invite. If by the 10th of the month, I have not reached my personal goal, I keep going and invite, you know, I keep posting those invites. Once I have reached my personal goal, then I stop with the invites and then I just do different posts. However, every day, I still put a lot of variety in my post. And so I'm going to talk about like the 3s and the 5s for new coaches who don't know. We went to Super Saturday, not last one, but the other one, where Angie, she's one of the top coaches, she spoke on at the Super Saturday. And actually Monica took those notes. I believe it was Monica for me. And so she was explaining that how you should have to find your 3s and your 5s on social media. So basically it's like who you are, right? Like, you're not just a Beachbody coach. You can be, you're a mother, you're a wife, you know, what are your hobbies? What are your interests? Are you into dancing? Are you into, I don't know, like cats? I'm using a lot of you, Courtney, tonight. But yeah, so I mean, you just have to find what is you and what your followers can connect with you, and just use that and post about that. So for me, my 5 is, well, there's my husband. That was a huge one. And then there's like my hypothyroidism that I can post about that people can relate. And then there's my photography that I have that on the side as a hobby, so I could just add that to it as well. So just kind of have like something that is going to keep your followers engaged and want to come to see your page or your personal page. And then being consistent, okay? So like post at least 3 times per day. And even today, I was so busy all day and I have not posted once until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And that is not like me, and I was freaking out. And the first thing I did when I came home, my husband was like, hey, and I was like, out of my way, I gotta post. Like, I haven't posted yet. And like, but anyway, so yeah, if you can, try to post at least 3 to 5 times per day, because it's not everybody that will see your post. Only like 7% of your entire Facebook list of friends will see your post. So the more you post, you will not be annoying, okay? The more you post, the better it is. People will be more interacted and be like, wow, like she's really into what she's doing, right? And they're gonna fall in love with you. So if you have or are running out of ideas on what to post, there's always Google. You can Google calendars and have ideas on what to post. And then there's also your 3s and 5s. So if you find who you are, really, and I think Crystal actually, yeah, Crystal, she, there's a book about the strength, right? Finding a book, and then maybe you want to talk about that after, but finding who you are. And then there's also in the files in the team page, and I think it's called What to Post. And so we did a group a few months back, and it was a group of what to post. And so everything is in there in the files. So you could just check, and it gives you certain times of what to post at that time and all of that. And then what I do is I have a calendar, and then I wrote down my times. And then I just have a variety of things. Like I'll do like Tasty Tuesday, and then in the morning, and then later on in the morning, I'll post about parenting. And then later on in the afternoon, I'll post about my workout. And then later on in the evening, I'll post about hypothyroidism. So I did that. I set out like 4 hours, and every single day. So that's 4 posts of just variety things. So just take a moment, like not now, but take a moment when you can, and just write down what you want to post about, who you want to attract to your own page and to your business, okay? And I like to talk about like coaching versus selling. So we are coaches, right? And of course we sell things, but we're not sellers, you know what I mean? So we're coaches, meaning the way we have to sell ourselves on social media is by being real and by being you. So that means working out and proving that you're working out. So post videos, post pictures, post what you're eating, like if you're meal prepping, or post what you had for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast, for snacks. Post about your challenge groups. Recognize people in your challenge groups. Say how awesome your challenge group is. Share even live videos that maybe you've done in the past, or things that has worked. Free groups, we're coaches, so we want to do free groups as well, so that we can interact with our followers, which I'm going to talk about free groups. Recognition, I spoke about that. So posting with value, posting with purpose, ask questions to your followers when you're posting. And then also why, there's that post that Brigitte was mentioning the other day, and it was when you post, you should post why did you work out, not just today I worked out and it felt good, but why did you work out? So that's what. And then post your before and after. Huge. Post your before and after, and that's not only good for you, but also it keeps you accountable, and it shows to people like your followers that it's being proof of the product and it works. And so that's what coaching is. But then if you find maybe that things are not working out, or that maybe you feel like you're selling more than coaching, because selling means you're using other people's pictures, which you don't want to do. You want to use your own, because you want people to engage and interact with you. Or you might be a Beachbody billboard that we call. So you're using Autumn's pictures instead of your pictures. Or you're putting prices on Facebook, which that is a huge no-no, because as soon as you do that, you stop, like, you know, somebody's going to see, oh my gosh, a challenge pack is 164 Canadian, 164. So it's just going to turn them off without even getting to know you and really getting to know what they get with that $164. You may not be putting any balance in your post or variety. You might be posting always about the same things, so people get bored about it and they just move on. Or you might not be consistent either. So that's like the pros and cons, right? Like, you want to be a coach. You don't want to be a selling person, right? And I mean, coaching is way more fun anyways. So yeah, so you want to do that. And so, so you want to talk to your prospects. I'm going to talk about that. So you need to find what works for you. So you got your posts down, figured it out. You've done your challenge group posts, invites, all that on social media. Somebody says, I'm interested. Oh my gosh, right? Like, what do? I don't want to screw this up. Like, I really want to make this sell. What do I do? And Kristen is looking at me because something happened for her. So what you do is you breathe and you find what works for you, right? So, I mean, of course we have scripts. We have so many scripts, but the scripts are not for you to like copy and paste. The scripts are a guideline for you. So you have to use that if you want. You can use that, but make it your own. Make it you. Who are you? Read it out loud. When you read it, does it really sound like you? Is it really you? Or do you feel awkward when you're reading it? Is it like, no, this is really not me? And then if you're using something and it's actually working for you, so for me, I actually copy paste every single time somebody's interested in a challenge pack and they want more information. I just copy paste what works for me. So it's the same thing with you. Just save what works for you and use that. But you can also use other people's scripts and kind of like, you know, bind it all together. But don't copy and paste it, because it's going to be hard, because it's not you and people are not going to be able to relate to that. So first thing I do when people say they're interested, I write them and I am full of excitement. Okay. So, and people notice it just by you typing, the way you type. So I'm like, hey girl, you know, like, how's it going? Oh my gosh. Like, I'm super excited that you have an interest in joining my group. This is going to be so much fun. I'm really excited to be part of your journey. So I'm already like telling her that I'm excited to be part of your journey, even if she didn't say yes or no to me yet. So I'm like, I'm really excited to have you join my group. You know, let's talk about your goals. What are your goals? What hasn't worked in the past for you? And what do you want to change? Or what are your goals for 2017? So they start talking and they explain to me what their goals are. Great. And then I go, okay, well, have you ever heard of whatever the program is that is better for their goals? So Core the Force or 21 Day Fix, or, you know, no, I have not. What is that? And then when I write, it's not, well, 21 Day Fix is a 30-minute, No, I'm like, oh my gosh, 21 Day Fix is so much fun. And then I write like, so like this, right? I don't just go so much fun. No, I'm like, so much fun. And then I'm like, I just use so much excitement when I type about what 21 Day Fix is. And then I just like, okay, you know, the containers. I don't just say, well, you get 7 color-coded containers and it's good for your nutrition. Then I'll just write like something instead. I'll be like, oh my gosh, like, it's so much fun. It's really simple. You just need to dump your food in there. It calculates it for you. And then I explain to them exactly a bit what it is. You know, you can get 3 containers of green containers per day. That's your vegetables, blah, 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 blah. So I explain it to them, because just put yourself in their shoes and think like, okay, you're interested in something, but you want to know what it is. And so you need to sell yourself or sell the challenge pack, but with excitement, right? And like joy, and prove to them that you love it too. And that you're not just there to make a sell, but you're there because you love what you're doing. So another thing that you can do is use the voice. So if you're not a typer and you have a hard time to show your excitement using the typer, you could use the voice thing and just be like, hey, oh my gosh, you know, and do it with your voice instead. You can also bring it up a notch and and get on the phone with them or meet them in person as well, which that is great too. I've done that before as well. And then, yeah, just explain to them what a challenge pack is. And then if you get objections, we've posted so many pictures and there's some in the files as well, like objections. So use that as an objections. You know, if people say, oh, you know, it sounds great, but it's too expensive, don't just be like, oh yeah, okay, it's fine. I understand, it's okay, you know, but I know it's hard to say, you know, it's expensive. There's ways of going around that without saying, well, no, not really, you know. So Becky used something and she shared it and I loved it. And I actually used that and it made it in my own words and it worked. And so just go and look into the objections if you're not sure on what to write, if somebody says no to you. And the thing is, if somebody says no to you, use it. That's gold for you, okay? Keep that name and put it somewhere safe for you to go back and do a reach out. So I'm going to talk about that too, okay? So every day, you need to add at least 3 to 5 people on your social media. And so the reason why is because you're going to run out of fresh market. You know, you're going to have, your followers are going to be, you know, it might all be your challengers now, or so you just want to add more people every day. And so how you can add people is you can go into like your friends list, and then you could do like people you may know. So add people that you have mutual friends with. Just be careful that you're not friends with, you know, coaches on your team or anything like that, or maybe perhaps ask the coach that you might have a mutual friend with, how is the connection, what is the connection? But yeah, so you can do that. That's really easy. If you add 3 to 5 people per day, your friends list will grow, and so it'll become more easy to add people as well. So reach outs and invites. This is what I do, right? And I know that Beachbody, like I know that we all talk about the 4 vital behaviors and reaching out to like 25 people, but what does that mean exactly? Like, what is that? How do I even know who to reach out to and like who to invite? So this is where I come in and I say Asana. I use Asana and I categorize everything. So I could either do it per month or I do it so I do like November or December, and then I write who said no to me, who I've spoken to about coaching, who joined my free group, who did I sell a challenge pack to that month. And so those are my reach outs. Those are like my, hey, how are you doing? How are things going? Oh, hey, remember me? You said no to me or things like that. So I go back to those people for my reach out. And then if somebody accepts my friend request, then I just send them a message as well, but I don't invite them right away. Like I don't want to bargain them with that yet. So I let them watch me and see what I kind of do on Facebook first. But yeah, so that's what I do for my reach outs. And so my invites will be mostly throughout my posts on social media. And then when I do free groups, and then I do my invites from those people. But that's just how I do it, and that's just what works for me. But you have to find what works for you as well, right? So I mean, there's no right or wrong when it comes to the reach outs and the invites, like, you know, but the more you do, the bigger your business is going to grow. But who to reach out to and how to invite, and you just have to figure out what works for you. So for me, it has always worked for me. I've always hit Success Club 10 the way I do it, and so I just keep doing what I'm doing the way I'm doing it, and it really, really works well. I hope that makes sense, but you guys can ask questions after too. Another question I had was balancing it all. So this is where a schedule helps, and it comes in handy. So again, use a calendar. And I mean, like, I was crazy busy these past 2-3 months with my husband being in the hospital and then working 3 jobs, being alone with both kids, everything. But I made it work, okay? Like, I had goals, and it was also my income. Like, at that time, it was my almost only income because I didn't work daycare during my husband being at the hospital. So just write down a schedule, and really, like, when you know you're on your beach body time, do beach body time, because it could be so easy to be distracted. So if you're on your laptop or computer and you're working on Beachbody, shut your phone down, put your phone away, miss that phone call. It might be important. So if you need it, then fine, but you know me. So just push every distraction away, your kids, anything that you can. Take 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And that's huge. Like a 10 minutes, 15 minutes is big if you know what you're going to be doing. So you get on the laptop and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do in 10 minutes. Add 3 friends. Easy. You go down your friends list. You say, the last 3 people that accepted your friend request, go into their friends and say people you may know and add people. And then for your reach out invites, if you're using Asana, it becomes so much easier. You're not like, okay, you're sitting down and then you're starting your power hour and you're like, but where do I even go for my reach outs? If you're organized and you've got your no's all set, all the names of who said no to you, then it's easy to just say, I'm going to do these 5 people today. Tomorrow I'm going to do these 5 people. So you're already, you're working your schedule. It becomes more easy that way, okay? And then on Facebook, it's so easy to just start scrolling down. And then you scroll. And then next thing you know, your power hour has become you scrolling down and watching other people's posts, right? So you need to put your visors and you need to forget what's going on around you and compare yourself to other coaches, and just you need to focus on you and your business and what's going on, like your followers and everything like that. So I know it's super easy to just say like, oh, let me just see what Crystal posted today. Let me just go and check her out today. And then next thing you know, I've just been checking her post and reading her post for the past 10 minutes. So there goes my 10 minute of personal or power hour. But I mean, at night when I go to bed, then I scroll Facebook. But yeah, so you just need to figure out that, post-cron works really well too if you have a crazy busy scheduled life and you're working a lot. And so what you can do is at night, post-cron something for the morning, so that when you wake up in the morning, you don't feel rushed. You feel like, okay, post-cron is taking care of my Beachbody business. I can get ready and then just drive to work and then get to work and just on your break or something, hey, I'm having, food, or, what are you having at work for a healthy snack, right? Something like that. And then personal development is so easy to add into your day. You could do it while driving to work. You can listen to personal development. You can do it while you're cleaning the house. You can do it while you're getting ready in the morning. And then, or if you're taking a bath at night, you can read a quick book, anything like that. So challenge groups. Okay. Sometimes challenge groups will die and nobody's going to be posting, or it'll feel like, wow. So what I do is I personally do just one large group. And so every month I just change the name of it and I change the cover photo of it. So that way my old past challengers who bought a challenge pack with me in say July, and they're still in that challenge group, well, maybe they fell off track or fell off the wagon, but they're seeing everybody post. So they're like, okay, they're getting motivated and they're like, I'm going to join. And not only that, but by them being there, it might also tell them or help them to say, maybe I want to coach too. So keep them, keep having a relationship with those people, because you just never know. And they deserve you because you're their coach for life, right? Until they don't want you anymore. That's what I always say. But yeah, and then, so go live in your challenge groups. That works huge. Work out live with them, be like, okay, whoever jumps on or whoever does a live video, and works out wins a prize or things like that. And then you need to participate as well. So post what you've eaten, post what workout you've done. Comment on each post. When people are posting in your challenge group, you are their coach. So say, oh my gosh, you did an amazing job, be sincere and just rock it and things like that. You can do games. You can shout out to your new challengers. I like to do that when I have a new challenger. I say, hey guys, let's, welcome this person. she's going to be doing this workout. We're super excited. And then everybody's like, welcome, welcome, welcome. So she already feels welcomed even before she starts, which is really nice. Share recipe, meal plans in the file. Ask questions to your challengers. Interact with them. Make them feel special too. And that's also going to be good to pinpoint like who your potential coaches can be, right? So free groups for me works really well. For me, clean eating group works. It might not work for you, but again, you need to figure out what works for you. But free groups are really good because they get to know you better in a personal level. Like, you know, they're in this little group with you, so they feel like it's like the next best thing of being your coach, right? They're a coach to you. So this is where the magic happens in a free group that I find, because it's your chance to prove who you are to them. And so make it personal, right? And ask what their goals are. Talk to them, send them messages, participate, go live, and then they'll fall in love with you, and they're going to want to join your challenge group after. And even if they don't, then use that name, put it in your sign list, and they'll be like a reach out later on in the next few months or next month or however you do it. And then another question was, and this is the last one, but another question was old clients. So if an old client fell off track, you know, what do I do? Or, so that was the question. So like I said, what I do is I just create one challenge group. So I don't lose my old past challengers. They're always just there with me in that group. And, you know, just send them a message and be like, if they fell off track, just send them a message and say, hey, like, how are you doing? What is it that I could do to help you? Do you need help with your nutrition? I can help you with that. Do you need, you know, help with your workouts? Maybe you want to switch your workouts around a little bit more, but for me, I just find that doing one challenger works for me, because then I just don't lose. And I even had like old challengers that became a coach later down the road, because I kept them like in the group, if that makes sense. So that's all I've got. I hope it really helps. Crystal, you can continue on or open up for questions or whatnot, but yeah.
No, that was awesome. I loved it. And, you know, she touched so many key points for growing your business. And most of all, it's just being consistent, showing up every single day and doing the stuff that is on your to-do list. And, you know, there's so many days where I'm like, okay, I didn't complete half my to-do list. That's okay. Just push it to the next day, and you can do it the next day and make it up. Keisha actually just talked a little bit about that on the Surge tonight. You know, just give yourself that little, like, kind of like a leeway and be like, okay, I didn't complete that today, but I will complete it tomorrow and get it done. So just be consistent and show up, because you guys, like, your challengers are there for you. They need you. And there's so many times where I've had challengers come back to me and say, all right, I've completely fallen off. Please help me to get back in, you know? And, you know, they know that I'm always there. So they know that because I'm consistent in posting. And even Keisha was saying, you know, if you can't post 3 times a day, make sure you're at least posting 1 time a day, because she's like the subway, like a Subway. You know, a Subway is not going to be open on Monday, closed on Tuesday, open again on Wednesday, and maybe sell a whole bunch of subs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then maybe close on Monday. Like, that's not them. They're consistent every day. They're open every day, so their customers know when they're going to be open so they can go buy a sandwich. It's the exact same thing with you guys. You know, they're like, okay, well, you know, Kristen didn't show up today at posting at all. Like, and maybe they're like, well, where is she? You know, I didn't see her workout picture. Did she even work out today? You know, so she's sick, so she gets a leeway, you know, but she's been posting about that. So her people know about it. So you just have to post at least once, like, show up, you know, and it's not that hard, you guys. Like, I get it. We're all super busy and crazy, right? Like, crazy lives. And I know so many of you work full time. I know so many of you do different things, and you know, like you could be at my house and it's just like a crazy madness with 3 kids, like running around and fighting all the time. You know, it's just insane, but I still show up. I don't make the excuses. I push them aside and I go for it because I have dreams. I have this big, huge vision that I can see. Maybe not everyone can see it, but I see it. And so I have to do those behaviors to match up with that. One thing that I really liked, Keisha talked about tonight, was goals matching efforts. And they really talked about creating efforts. I'm echoing. So set goals that match your efforts. Okay. So if you're like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do about 50 invites, but you don't like want to do those invites. You don't want to do 50 invites. You don't have time to do 50 invites. So set a goal where you can actually meet up to it. Okay. So if you're busy, crazy, you know, maybe set 10 to 15 invites, because you know you'll be able to get that done. You know you have at least 30 minutes in your day to do those 15 to 20 invites or whatever, 10 to 15 invites. So make sure your goals are matching your efforts. If you guys have not, like if you didn't listen to the Surge before this, I highly recommend you going and listening to it because they had a lot of stuff on there. But you guys, like we're ending this year, 2016. We have 2 weeks left of 2016. These next 2 weeks are the most crucial weeks for starting 2017. Like I said at the beginning of this call, people are going to be messaging you, wanting your advice, wanting your help start come January. And are you at the point where you can help them? Are you going to be there for them? And, you know, really ask yourself that, and take control of it, you know? And seriously, I am so excited for 2017. I want to see everybody's vision boards. I want to see what you guys' goals are for 2017. Maybe I'll create like a banner or something that we can throw on the team page and you guys can just post it, because I want to know what your goals are. I want to know what you're wanting to achieve 2017, because when you put it out there, you make it happen even more, because not only yourself can see it, but everyone else can see it too, and they're holding you accountable to it. So I want to see your goals. I've been really thinking about what am I wanting to achieve in 2017, because all my goals for 2016, I didn't hit most of them. So, but I am really, really working on focusing on me, changing me. I'm digging deep into personal development. One of my goals is to read a book once a week. I'm going to start a new book every single week. I'm going to go back and read the books that I already read because they were awesome. But I'm going to make that a goal. So 52 books I'm going to complete in 2017. That is going to be awesome. That's going to be so much more information for my brain to absorb. And it's going to be so much easier for me to deal with objections. I'm just going to use Kristen for an example. You know, she had somebody not wanting to sign up today because of maybe her spouse or whatever. And you know what? That happens to me all the time. But guess what? You get in these things where you get these objections so many times where you become better at addressing them. You become stronger. And, you know, then that's why personal development is so important, because it helps you to stay and keep that balance in your life. Another thing that I wanted to address too is so many of you guys are brand new coaches, and so many of you maybe are getting frustrated and saying, well, like no one is commenting or liking my posts. And then you start getting discouraged. No one is joining my challenge groups. And then you get discouraged and you're like, well, maybe this is not set for me. You guys, it takes 3 to 5 years to build a successful business. And so when you're saying, okay, well, I'm just going to give it a month and see how it goes, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Okay. You have to create that vision and say, okay, I'm going to add so many friends this week. I'm going to send out so many invites this week. You have to do those behaviors to gradually get you to that success. Success is not going to happen overnight. This is not a get rich fast business. Okay. And if you're wanting that, then you can go do something else, because it's not going to happen. But you have to be consistent in doing all those things that Natasha talked about tonight. And you have to show up, and you have to just be there for you. Do your workouts, do your PD, drink your Shakeology, and post about it. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited for 2017. It's going to be an incredible year. I feel like so much is going to happen in 2017. I know in my personal life, it's going to be a big year for me. We're going to be moving, buying, getting a house. My husband's going to be getting a new job. Like, there's just so much happening in 2017 where I'm just like, I'm like terrified, but I'm also excited because there's a lot of new stuff, and new and change is a good thing. But you just have to stay positive and focus on those good things. So don't think of yourself, and don't be afraid of failing, because you have to fail to be successful. Okay. And I failed so many times in this business that I can't even count on my two fingers or my two hands. Like, there's so many times that I failed, but guess what? It's gotten me where I am today, and I haven't failed yet because I haven't given up. I'm still going. I'm still fighting. And you know what? I've seen so many amazing coaches that have been on this team that had so much potential, and they quit. They gave up on themselves because they just let their minds run them. So I want you guys to become mentally strong this year. I want you to, have those dreams, have those visions, have those goals, and shoot for them. Do not be afraid of that. Go for it. Push yourself. Get yourself uncomfortable, because that's when we grow. So let's open it up. I want to hear your guys' fears. I want to hear your doubts. I want to lay it out all on the table tonight. I want to help you guys get over them, because honestly, that's why we're here. We're here to help each other, push each other, and grow together. So I'm going to unmute you all. Anyone want to have any fears, doubts? Any questions for Natasha? Any questions for me? Any questions about the health bet? Anything? Bueller.
Did you see about the new the Elite for 2017?
I haven't seen that. Did they post something? Well, I knew there's going to be some changes.
I checked quickly in the backline office, and they were talking about the personal volume is going to count now.
Oh.
And what else? If you become an elite in 2017, you're recognized in 2018 as well, or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's in the backline office.
Yeah, I know a lot of top teams aren't going to be hitting elite this year because of the volume increase, because you have to have your ATV, accumulative team volume. It has to increase so much each year. So whatever I did last year, whatever our team did last year, I have to pretty much keep doubling it over and over and over again. And so since the volume had dropped, for a lot of top coaches, a lot of higher coaches that usually hit elite won't be hitting elite this year because of that. So that's probably why they changed that, because so that's good. That's good. It's good, positive changes. And like I said, there's Beachbody is, you guys, it's kind of new. It's about 9 or 10 years old. It's very, very new business, and it's very successful business. It's a multi-billion-dollar business, but they're still figuring out how to be better. And that's what I love about it. How can we better make this not only for us, but for our coaches? So I love it. I love what Beachbody stands for. Anyone else have questions, comments, concerns?
Crystal?
Yeah.
Sorry. Can you explain the success clubs? There is still going to be challenge packages. Can you explain how that is going to work, if they've given you guys any info?
Yeah, it's just going to work the exact same. So the only difference what is happening is challenge packs are no longer going to be on sale. So every month, everyone's like, what are the new challenge packs, that are going to be on sale this month? There's not going to be any challenge packs on sale because if you guys haven't watched Jillian's video, she shared it in Team Rocket. It was an incredible video, but it's going to be beneficial for everyone. It's going to increase team volume. And a lot of time, like a lot of the people that they had asked, like, what is actually the value that you see in this challenge pack? And most people said $200. Like they would literally pay $200 for a challenge pack. And we have still challenge packs, incredible sales. Like, the 21-day fixes, like here in the United States, those are $160. You just add $20 more. Like, it's still such an incredible deal. So every challenge pack you sell, you get 2 Success Club points. Every Shakeology home direct order, you get 1 Success Club point. It's still going to be the same, just no sales. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's going to be super beneficial. And I mean, it's not like, if people make it a priority, they're going to want it. So I didn't buy my challenge pack on sale when I signed up. I paid the full amount. So, because I saw the bigger picture of it. So, and when people don't, they will, because you're going to keep talking to them about it. Anyone else? You guys are so lively. We all should go work out. You guys, I haven't drank and energized since October. So yeah, I kind of had to take a break because my body was getting so used to it. So yeah, I've been feeling good, even not doing it. So
Crystal?
Yeah.
Me, your sister.
Yes.
I have so many people who are interested, but they just won't do it. What should I do? Like a last call, final call? Like they just won't commit, and I'm getting.
Yeah, so I basically just message them and say, hey, Sue, I just wanted to let you know that I'm getting ready to close down my group tomorrow morning. You had mentioned that you were interested in joining me, so I didn't want to leave you out if,
Are you, people that are buying now, are you putting them in the health bet right now, or since they're buying so early, are you doing one more before the health bet?
So all my invites right now are basically inviting to the Beachbody Health Bet Challenge right now. Just because it's getting people more excited that they can, earn money back. So everyone that I'm inviting, it's talking about the Health Bet Challenge. If people are like, well, I can't afford Shakeology, then I'm throwing them into my other challenge group where they can participate and still get started, because I know once the new year starts, they're going to want to, get back into Shakeology and so forth. And they're going to see other people trying Shakeology and they're going to I want that. So that's what I've been doing. Natasha, have you just been straightly inviting? Courtney, have you guys been straightly inviting to the health bet?
Yeah.
So
I did 68 follow-ups today. I went back to the summer, people that were supposed to either purchase a challenge pack, sign up as a coach. I went nuts today, and I have a couple people who are closer to ordering.
Yeah.
But most people have seen the message that I sent them, but I've gotten probably about a third of them have responded back with either, oh, wait till the new year, or, oh, that sounds great. Let me think about it, and I'll get back to you in a couple days. So.
Right. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of, let me ask my spouse. I don't have money for that right now with Christmas coming up next week. Which is funny, people are wanting to spend money right now. But they just don't see the value in it. I've also been getting a lot of like single moms that are saying that they can't afford it, but they're like, I'm so depressed kind of thing. So I've been going back and helping them see what they just did to me. Like, you just told me you're super depressed. Like, you have to take care of yourself to be happy, you know? And so that's what I've just been doing, following up with lots and lots of people, calling, last calls, because I feel like this week is the week to get those challenge packs in, because people are going to be so busy next week with Christmas and stuff. So, so yeah, I'm really pushing hard just to lock it in this week. Did that answer your question?
You guys notice Facebook changed?
Yes, all my groups are all messed up now.
I know. It's like a like page now. You like your personal page is like a like page now.
Yeah, I'm all
Really confusing.
I know Brigitte, she said it in one of the other groups. She's like, I can't find like where she creates, because you can create groups where like you put all your coaches in, and then you can go just click on that and you see all your coaches' news feeds, and you can go down and like it. She's like, I can't see that. They like changed it and I can't find my coaches group. So yeah, it's like all messed up. But anyone else have any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I just wanted to say that thank you, because it was really a good reminders that I needed. So thank you.
You're welcome. I know. We all need those reminders sometimes. Even myself, like sometimes I get discouraged myself, but that's when you reach out to people and you say, hey, just give me some kind of boost right now. And you feel better. So that's why we're here. That's why we do these team calls, because they help so much with that. And one thing that I want to really focus on too with 2017 is focus more on digging deep into more training calls, like top coaches training calls and stuff like that, because you guys, we learn so much from other coaches. So, and everyone posted on YouTube. But yeah. Anyone else before we end?